Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? We back with another video. I hope all of y'all are having a blessed day, man. I hope y'all feeling good, living good, all that good stuff, man. I'm coming back at y'all with another video, man. Before we even get into the topic at hand, my Instagram is on the screen and it's also linked in the description down below, man. So if you guys got any topics, videos you want me to react to, or if you need any advice and just want to DM me overall, man, my DMs is always open. I respond to all of my DMs, so make sure you follow me and DM me. Also, man, like the video and comment under the video, okay? Because it helps the videos get in the algorithm and it helps more people see our content, man. So if you rock with me, like the video, okay? So today's video, this video is for my guys out there, the fellas out there, right? All my guys out there that's just on their grind, trying to level up their life. You may be young watching this video. Hopefully I can target some of my younger guys out there, man, and hopefully I can motivate and inspire some of y'all, man. One of the things that a lot of guys gotta realize when it comes to just being a man, right? And this is like one of the harsh realities, right? Nobody gives a fuck about you, dude. And that's one of the things that guys gotta start realizing, bro. When you get into your 20s and when you start leveling up your life and you start getting older and getting and growing up, nobody's there for you. Nobody's gonna walk you through this game called life. Nobody's just gonna be just giving you fucking handouts. Like, you gotta get up every single day and put in the goddamn work and prove yourself. Like, that's the thing about being a man, bro. Like, we not privileged like women is privileged. Women could just look good and get things out of life just by looking good. We ain't like that. We gotta prove ourselves. We gotta put in the work. We gotta make some money. We gotta make some income. Every single day you gotta be willing to wake up and put in the goddamn grind. And one of the things about being a man is society don't give a fuck about how you feel. Society don't give a fuck that you tired. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck about how you feel. Nobody cares about your mental health. Nobody cares about what you feeling inside. You gotta be willing to get up every single day and grind this shit out as if your life depends on it, bro. I promise you. I promise you. And that's one of the things that a lot of guys gotta face, man. A lot of guys be sitting around waiting and waiting for the right time as if it's gonna be a motherfucker. Here's $100,000, honey. That ain't how life work, bro. Like, motherfuckers really be out here waiting on the right time. There is no right time. It's either you start now or you're gonna continue to waste time. And then you're gonna look up, be 35, 40 years old with nothing to your name. You know what I mean? Living off of a girl. There's hella niggas out here in this generation that's living off of their chick. They ain't got nothing to their name. They just living off their girl. No money, no car, no house, no nothing. Living off their girl. Like, that ain't how you supposed to be living as a man, bro. And if you is living like that, you better be doing everything in your power to change that shit. Cause it's tough out here for a man. You know, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. It's tough out here for a man. We go through shit every single day, but guess what? Society don't give a fuck about what you going through. You still gotta clock in, my nigga. Damn, my girl just left me. I'm depressed. You still gotta go to work, nigga. You still gotta go hit that gym. You still gotta make that content. You feel me? Like, you can't, if you keep living your life and basing the things you do off of how you feel. Oh, I'm tired, I ain't gonna go to work today. I'm tired, I ain't gonna hit the gym today. Oh, I ain't feeling that good. You ain't gonna make it, bro. It's either eat or be eaten out this motherfucker. Like, literally, like, and as a man, you gotta have that drive to just go hard. You gotta be hungry out here. No matter how you feel, you gotta be hungry. And I learned that at a young age. Like, I used to always waste time. I used to always focus on chicks and focus on the wrong shit, bro. But the older you get, you start to look around and you start to pay attention to certain shit. You be like, damn, like, I ain't trying to be like that dude. I ain't trying to be like this nigga living off his bitch. I'm not trying to be like this nigga living with his parents till he like 30. I'm not trying to be like that, bro. You gotta be willing to really put in the work. Nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna save you. If you in a fucked up spot right now in life, you're the only person that can get you out of that fucked up spot. There's nobody else that's gonna save you and get you out of that fucked up spot. Yeah, you might have a little help here and there, but ain't nobody gonna walk you through this fucking game called life. It's not happening. You feel me? It's not happening. You gotta be willing to put in the work. You gotta figure this shit out, man. You gotta be disciplined. That's the number one thing that's gonna take you to the next level as a man, being disciplined. Especially in a time that we live in now where we got so many different distractions, so many different things pulling our attention away, keeping us from our goals. You feel me? Like, nowadays we live in a time where guys just focus on chicks. All they care about is chasing girls, chasing girls, chasing girls. Like, we in a time now where these females got more motion than niggas out here. I'm seeing more females out here with their shit together than guys. And there's reasons for that, right? Because guys be focused on the wrong shit. We be focused so much on the wrong shit. There's so many dudes out here that's swiping up, trying to get on dating apps, texting bitch. Like, bro, if your life not together, you need to be putting yourself on punishment. You shouldn't be doing nothing. You shouldn't be having no fun. That's why I had to cut out everything that was fun to me. I had to sell my game. I had to stop smoking weed. I had to stop drinking. I had to stop doing all that shit and prioritize the things that I need to prioritize to get to the next level. And that's the sacrifices that must be made in order to get to where you're trying to be in life as a man, bro. Sometimes you gotta do shit like that. Sometimes you gotta cut girls off. Sometimes you gotta stop partying. Sometimes you gotta stop getting high. Cause if that shit not helping you get to the next level, it's hindering you, bro. And all that shit was hindering me. I don't wanna spend no time doing nothing that's not getting me to the next level. Every day I wake up, I'm filming content and I'm doing something that can get me closer and closer and closer to my goal. And that's what it's all about as a man, just trying to be better each and every day. You're not gonna get there day one. You're not gonna make a shit ton of money day two. You're not gonna get that house day three. It take time. Just little by little, you putting in the work each and every day. It's like building a house, right? When you build a house, you ain't just gonna fucking take a crane and just bring the building. The house don't already come made, nigga. When you building a fucking house, you gotta have the blueprint. You gotta put the brick on the pavement. You gotta have cement. You know what I mean? It take time. Brick by brick by brick by brick. And then, you know, when you look up, you got your motherfucking nice house. But that house wouldn't have been there if you ain't put in the work. You gotta show up every day to that little land, to the land you at. Brick by brick. You put a brick down each and every day. Shit, before you know it, you got you a full-born house. That's how this shit work as a man, bro. You gotta be really willing to put in the work, and you gotta be doing this shit while you're young, bro. Because you don't want to be an old head. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that's like one of my biggest fears, like being an old head and being a nobody, bro. Just wasting time, wasting my life, being 40, 30 plus years old with nothing. Didn't do shit, but just waste time and chase chicks, and I'm not trying to live like that, bro. I'm trying to have a shit ton of money. And you don't want to be an average dude with average goals. Dream high. Have big dreams. Just because everybody else around you in your environment is doing the same average shit, you ain't gotta be average. You ain't gotta become a product of your environment. You can be different. You can motivate and inspire people just by being on your shit and doing things that everybody else ain't doing. Somebody gotta do it, and another to be somebody that's not average, you gotta be willing to take on all the sacrifices that everybody else ain't willing to do. A lot of niggas ain't willing to cut off all their hoes to get to where they trying to be. A lot of niggas ain't got that level of discipline. A lot of niggas gotta bust that nut. A lot of niggas gotta go to the club and get a chick. A lot of niggas gotta smoke weed or gotta drink because they don't got the level of discipline to focus on themselves and just be like, you feel me? You gotta be disciplined in this shit, bro. You gotta be really disciplined. It's hard. You gonna have days where you gonna get urges. You gonna have days where the hoes calling trying to get you to, you mean? You gonna have days where the homies calling trying to get you to watch football on Sunday and get high and drink. Sometimes you gotta cut that shit out, bro. I'm telling you, and it's gonna set you up for success in the future. It might not seem like it when you're going through it. When you in that phase of cutting things off and letting go of things to get you in a better spot, it's gonna seem like hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's very boring. Being disciplined and staying focused, it get to a point where it get boring. Cause you be wanting to have fun here and there. You be wanting to do shit here and there, but if you not where you want to be, bro, the only thing you need to be focused on is making money and getting closer to your goal. And sometimes the sacrifice too, sometimes the sacrifice is working shitty jobs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you gotta, apply to them shitty ass jobs. Like, not everybody be wanting to work and do, and that's the thing with a lot of dudes nowadays. Like, a lot of dudes don't want to get their fucking hands dirty. A lot of dudes don't want to get their hands dirty. A lot of dudes want to fucking, sit around and not really, like, bro, you're not gonna reach that next level in your life unless you get your hands dirty. Sometimes you gotta go out and work that shitty job. Sometimes you gotta work at the thrift store. Sometimes you gotta work at McDonald's. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta put in work and work at these shitty jobs to put you in a better situation financially, bro. As long as you got the plan and the idea of what you trying to do with your life, you ain't gonna be there long. You know that shit is just a stepping stone. You just there for a good time and not a long time, just to get your money right so you can invest in what you really trying to do. As long as you got a plan, a job ain't shit but a stepping stone. And if you're one of those guys watching this video that don't know what you want to do with your life or don't know what you're trying to invest into, Work your ass off at these jobs and save your money until you find a plan. The only thing you need to be doing, if you don't know what you're trying to do with your life, is work. You need to be working like a motherfucker. You need to be working like a motherfucker.
Turn it up.
You feel me? Shit, I got an interview Monday. I don't want to work this goddamn job. You feel me? I don't want to work this shit, but I'm going to do what I got to do to get myself in a better situation. Think I want to clock into a fucking warehouse job every day? Standing on my feet every day? Like, no, I'm not trying to do that, but I understand where it's going to take me. See, I'm not thinking about the job. I'm thinking about what's going to happen when I get this money from this job and what I'm going to invest into with the money. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how it's going to set me up. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about none of the extra shit. You see, one thing you can't have being broke and being fucked up is pride. You can't have pride. You can't have pride and ego. It's nothing fun about being broke. Especially when you get in your 20s and you start seeing motherfuckers, you know, seeing nice things, and it's nothing fun about that shit, bro. You know what I mean? You want to be you want to be one of those guys that take care of your family, man. Like, my biggest goal is to take care of my family. I don't want to be a liability all my life, bro. I want to be able to take care of my family and really travel the world and do fun shit and inspire people, bro. But you're not going to get there unless you put in the work and make those sacrifices. And then, like I said, you got to cut people off. Sometimes you got to cut them niggas off that's not trying to grow with you. If you hanging out with a bunch of people that ain't trying to grow with you and a bunch of niggas that's not doing nothing with their life, you're not going to get anywhere hanging out with people like that. And sometimes the best thing to do is just be alone for a few months. You know, sometimes you got to be alone for a few months and then pop out when you get your shit right. Sometimes you got to stay off the internet for a few months and then pop out when you get your shit right. Sometimes you got to practice semen retention for a few months. And trust me, that's one of the hardest things to do in this time, because it's hoes everywhere. Every app you go to, you seeing hoes and ass everywhere. But sometimes like I be telling y'all in my videos, sometimes you gotta go dry dick for 9-10 months. No pussy, no nothing. Like, sometimes you gotta do that. Those are the sacrifices that gotta be made, man. And it's very boring. I'm telling you, it's very boring, it's very stressful. But when you look up and you see your credit score up there, you see you got you a nice car in your driveway, you see you got you a nice house paid for, you got money in the bank, you feel me? If you're a person that got kids watching this, your kids good, you got food in the crib, you dig? You can plan and book a flight whenever you want because you put in the work to do shit like that. Just imagine how that's gonna feel. Like, you just wake up one morning, fuck it, I wanna go to Texas. You go on your motherfucking flight app and you just book you a flight just because you got it like that, because you got the money to do so. Because you put in the work for 9-10 months. Day in and day out. Sweating like a motherfucker. Haircut all fucked up. Sometimes you gotta go without haircuts. You feel me? While all these other niggas out here trying to look pretty and broke, you out here looking all fucked up, but one thing you got is some money. You feel me? Like, it's sacrifices that come with this shit, man. Being a man is hard, but one of the things that you gotta learn, man, is that's the harsh reality of being a man. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about your emotions. Nobody cares that you're depressed. You gotta be willing to put that shit in the back burner and wake up every day and clock the fuck in and do what you need to do each and every day, regardless of how you feel. Our lives is totally different from women. We can't lead by emotion. We gotta hustle every day because nobody's gonna take care of us, man. Nobody's gonna take care of us, bro. And that's the sad reality of being a man, bro. Nobody's gonna take care of you.
Turn it up.
You feel me? You might have a mom or a parent or somebody that's gonna look out for you, but you shouldn't even want them to be looking out for you being a grown ass man. Like realistically, you gonna have a few people to like count on or whatever if you do, but you shouldn't want that. You shouldn't want somebody else to be taking care of you and walking you through this shit as a man. Like, if you healthy and you got 2 fucking arms and two legs, there's no reason why you shouldn't be in position, bro. And I had to tell myself that. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is look in the mirror and blame yourself. I had to do that. Sometimes you have to face yourself. Instead of pointing a finger and blaming other people for why you in the position you in, blame yourself. We all got to do that at some point as a man. Like, the best thing, the first step of being a man is holding yourself accountable to the bullshit you do. Holding yourself accountable for all the times you wasted time. Holding yourself accountable, letting yourself know it's your fault. Everything is your fault. Make everything your fault and get to work. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. I love you guys, man. I hope this video helps somebody out there watching. It's time to get right. This summer, man, it's time to grind. Like, that's really all I can say, bro. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. I love y'all, man.